Good evening, good evening. It is time once again with 5 minutes with First Lady. And I want to say again, I really appreciate those who watch the videos, share the videos, like the videos. It's just really been a wonderful time of communication that we've been having since the beginning of the year. So let's not stop now. Let's continue. I want to also invite you all to my YouTube channel, 5 Minutes with First Lady. There are some very good videos out there I would love for you all to see, and a couple of really funny ones. Okay, tonight we are going to talk about picking our battles. And not meaning we're fighting or want to argue or anything like that, but choosing the right time to have conversations, choosing the right times to, talk about certain things. And that can be in any relationship. It can be at work. It can be with our families, our spouses, our children. All of those things we need to be careful in how we speak, because remember last week we talked about our tongue. And sometimes we can be hurtful in things that we say. Maybe we say things in anger. Maybe we say things that we didn't mean to say. But as I said last week, once we say it, it's said. We can't take those words back. Those words can be harmful sometimes if we say them at the wrong time. I remember years ago, Pastor Buckner and I, before we even got married, one of the conversations we had was we didn't want to argue. We didn't want to argue and fight, and especially about money, because we knew that if we argue and fight about money, even after we've argued and fight about it, we still ain't got no money. So you have to really be conscious and think before you act in a lot of situations. If you feel like you're getting ready to have a conversation with someone or something has happened, you're upset about it, and you are literally angry, that is not probably the best time to begin talking about it, because it's going to turn into an argument. A lot of times we have to walk away from a situation or let the person know, hey, I can't talk about it right now, but when I feel better or when I'm able to get my words together, we can talk about it. So basically you're saying, hey, I need to talk to you about something, but not right now. That way you can prevent a big blow up or prevent saying something that you're going to later regret. I think it was last year, November, December, Pastor Buckner on one of the Wednesday night Bible devotionals, he read a scripture in the book of James. I believe it was James, the first chapter, 9th verse. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath." And that really resonated with me, because it's just letting me know the scripture is telling us, don't just jump in and, the first thing, I want to be the first one to say this, or you're going to hear me. A lot of times it's not best to get your word, I got to get my words in first, or I got to, it's not a competition. We're not keeping points, you have to just be careful in your conversations and we have to learn to listen. And sometimes it's very hard. If you have to bite your tongue till it's near bleeding, sometimes you have to hold your tongue and wait before you respond. Listen and actively listen. Don't sit there and pop in your head, I'm going to say this, and after he says this or after she says this, I'm going to say this. No, be intentional in listening and then be slow to speak. Don't just jump into conversation and want to get your point across. Sometimes it's just helpful just to wait it out. Slowly speak and get your point across in that manner, not as aggressive as you may be feeling in the moment. So pick your battles. A lot of times we use that when we talk about our children. Our kids are doing something we do or do not like, and we were like, I'm not going to deal with that today. You know what? I'd rather just let that go. I'm going to pick my battles. I'm not going to argue at the moment or get with them at the moment. I'm going to pick my battle. This ain't the conversation to have right now. So that is very important. I don't like getting my blood pressure up. So a lot of times I'll be like, that's not a battle I'm going to pick right now. I'm going to wait that one out and maybe discuss it at a later time. So that's what I want to get over today. Be careful in the manner in which you communicate with others. Sometimes it's okay to walk away. Sometimes it's okay to say, I do have something I want to talk to you about, but maybe not right now. I'll let you know when I'm ready to discuss it. that will save us a lot of time and heartache, as well as will not have us saying something that we will regret. Okay. So that's my message for us on today. Just pick our battles and be careful how we speak to others. Have a blessed weekend. God bless you. Until next week.